It looks like there's going to be another departure, and this one kind of hurts. Mike Lockhart appears headed for the portal and outward bound. Before we get into it, I do want to go through the usual. Please click the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, make comments, share, tell your friends. And there is a link on the homepage for the channel if you want to help in ways other than those that are free. Now, I said it hurts, and in many respects it's more of an emotional hurt. Yeah, and okay, I know it's a money game these days. Of course, some degree always has been. I know loyalty doesn't buy much for most people. Still matters to some. Matters to me. And now, Lockhart is a great story. Georgia Tech, from all that Lockhart has said since he came to West Virginia, Georgia Tech didn't do a lot to really convince him to develop. When he came, started working with Joseph and the other coaches here, they pushed him. They told him why. They got him to really work, to eat better, to understand the game. They turned him into a football player, a fit football player. And we saw the results through most of this year. I know we're considered a developmental team, but dang it, that doesn't mean it's a reason for guys to just jump ship. I do think Lockhart owes something to West Virginia. Now, having said that, it hurts in terms of football, but it may not hurt as much as we think. I said in an earlier video that it really looked like teams were learning how to handle Lockhart, and he probably needed to develop at least 2 more moves if he was going to be a consistent factor. Maybe he doesn't feel that way. Maybe the coaches don't feel that way. I'm not sure. But his number of snaps in the second half of the season were down, or was down. Hammond Russell and Fatuma Mulba, their snaps were up. Now, of course, that was Hammond. Russell was injured early, coming back, getting better and better. Wasn't grading out high on PFF, but yeah. Mulba, a number of people said during the season that Mulba seemed to be better than Lockhart. Now, I don't think Mulba is the sideline-to-sideline player that Lockhart is. That was part of what made him special, being able to stuff the middle and run somebody down on the outside. He may be leaving because, his snaps were going down. And maybe it was looking like they would continue to go down. Or maybe it was just that he was going to have to work his butt off again to keep those snaps from going down. Someday we may find out. We probably never will. But we have at least 2 guys who can handle that position. I haven't looked to see of the younger guys who might play nose. Of course, anybody we've got coming in as a freshman is not going to be, playing nose until they've had at least a year to build up strength and probably weight. Might or might not change how we handle the portal. But it doesn't change that the number one need is defensive backs, number two is linebackers, and you may still have, edge rusher is, we have some young guys who might be good edge rushers next year, but we don't have anybody coming back who has shown they can do it. Nose guard, we've got two guys who have shown they can do it. So I hate to see Lockhart go because he was such a good story. Early on, he was such a good player. But I'm not sure if something slipped, if he became satisfied with where he was and wasn't hungry to get better. But, well, if he would rather go than work his butt off some more, that's his choice. And so, I'd rather that he was going because he doesn't want to be splitting with, among three players, rather than just because somebody offered him more money. And of course, we won't know what somebody offered him. So, part of me is upset. Part of me says, well, good luck anyway. And we will just move on. They say, it hurts. I don't think it's critical. I believe we will be at least as good, if not better, with Mulba and Russell coming up next year. I think they will both be better next year than they were this year, and that will make us good. Very good. Well, as usual, I will see you when there is something else other than gossip to report. Got a lot of guys coming in to visit. That's transfer portals, high school guys. We will probably see some commitments coming up over the next several days, maybe not a lot. We are looking at another 2024 running back, which was not originally the plan. The plan was just to take Hubbard. But got a guy we had been looking at before who got injured his junior year and then came back to have an absolutely massive senior year that overshadowed even the huge year that Hubbard had. So he is a take if he wants to come here. And of course, almost certain to lose one running back to the portal, maybe two. That would keep us still fairly balanced where we are on the running back room, which in some respects is a little top heavy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing as long as it is spread out enough. And I hope, they had told Hubbard that he was the only running back they planned to take in this class. So I hope they have been in touch with him and that he is not, overly upset by this. We should be fine either way. Alrighty. I've got Bob down here wanting some attention. You may have heard him. He's about to rip my leg apart. So yes, I'll be right there. I'd better be right there. So long.